Game on.
This is Justin from Console Kits, and you are watching Glen's Retro Show on YouTube. Now let me go ahead and text Glen my Venmo account number. Haha, my first sponsored video. Checkmate!
Okay, everyone, let's take a look at the Super Impulse Tiny Arcade BurgerTime. Now, I'm trying something a little bit different here as far as the style of doing this review. You have a couple different cameras going at the same time. So let me know down below if you do kind of like this type of review style versus what I normally do, or if you kind of like both. Just let me know in the comments down below. But in any case, let's take a look at this Super Impulse BurgerTime. So once again, they have this typical clear box, which lets you see all around the device. And, you know, it does look, again, nice artwork on the side. This is the original arcade BurgerTime, which kind of fits well with this little machine style. Still a keychain. You see on the back, still got the little keychain on there. They still don't have an option I've been asking for quite some time, to have an option just to leave it on for people who want to use it as a decoration. I know I'm harping on this, but come on, Super Impulse. People want to use these for things outside of just playing them. They want to display them, want people to see them. And what better time to display this like in the holidays on a Christmas tree? They could go out and buy more, right? I think so. So again, they did a really nice job with the artwork. It's like still screened on, very nice. The clear case really lets you see all the different parts of the unit on here. In the box, you get just the bottom of the box. You got just some, you know, stuff no one ever reads. But it does need 3 AAA batteries, which is included with the device, which is kind of nice they do that. So if you go in the back here, pull this little tab out like so. Machine's going to turn right on. And once again, the screen looks really, really nice. And it looks like they've also maybe changed the orientation versus horizontal to vertical on this one, which is great because BurgerTime was a vertical style game. We don't want to look at it like this. Let's get this thing out of the box and take a look at it. So again, everyone knows how I am about these boxes. And I do appreciate that these things open up really nice without damaging at all. The one thing I wish they didn't change was the this part of the packaging in here. Because when you want to try and put it back in the machine, inside the box, it's a pain. Before they had a clamshell design, which is a little bit easier. But in any case, I know it's just me who cares about this stuff. No one else does. Keychain, there we go. Get this thing out of the way. And, you know, in the box, they always include an instruction manual and, you know, one of these, which kind of shows all the different things that they have. And I've talked about this before. They really got some nice stuff in here. I've really not been disappointed with anything that they've ever really offered here. They're all kind of neat, and the best part is they're really not expensive. You know, if you go to Walmart to pick up their basic devices, you can expect to spend about $12.88, I think they go for. You go to Cracker Barrel, another spot where they generally have them, about $19. eBay, it's, you know, eBay and Amazon prices anywhere from, you know, $20 and up. Usually it's like $24 a lot of times on Amazon and eBay. So if you can hold off and try and find it at one of the other spots, it'll definitely save some money. They're definitely easily worth the $12.88 without question. How Walmart can even sell these things at that price, it's kind of crazy. But let's take a quick look at the manual. Again, it shouldn't be too much information in here, really. Just really how to change your, you know, change your battery when you need to do that, and showing about the 2 buttons on there and so forth. Not too much information, just enough if you didn't know, you know, how to turn it on or where to find the batteries. You know, they do have the screw hole back here, which is something I'm not super fond of, but you know, they do that for little kids. They don't get to the batteries and you know, choke on them. We have our main on-off switch here. I'm going to turn it off just for a second. So we can see the side artwork here is definitely well done. Now in the arcade, you know, the hat was actually the top, it was cut out. But again, this style of cabinet that they've been using still works out well. You can see the whole BurgerTime chef here with his peppercorn. The marquees on all of them do light up. They all illuminate, which has been a nice touch with them. Again, the decal looks on fairly well. Looks like it's put on where it's supposed to be, and they've never come off from what I see. On the bottom here, we have the speaker, which can get quite loud, which is good. And again, they use this nice solid plastic. So if you do use this as a keychain, which I would not, but a lot of people may want to use it as a keychain, the plastic's going to be able to take and knock it around in your purse or put in your pocket. Well, probably don't want to put it in your pocket. Maybe hook it on your belt. But I guess if you have room in your pocket, put it in your pocket. And we're back to our regular joystick, and all these joysticks have always been very responsive, very happy with the way the joystick works. And we have 2 buttons on here. Now, BurgerTime only uses 1 button for the pepper. Now, the one thing does bug me a little bit on these, I don't mind this down here, but putting the 2 coins here like this, I've said in previous videos, I don't understand why they did it that way. They could have put a coin here, the artwork, and a coin over here. Putting the 2 coins like that, to me, is kind of dumb, because it never would have been like that in the arcade. And they do such a nice job in the rest of it. That's just dumb. Whoever's doing that artwork, just fix that next time. Coin, artwork, coin. Or just put the 1 coin. Having 2 like that, honestly, is stupid. Okay, so with that comment out of the way, we're going to turn this thing back on. Now, it's hard for you guys to see, but this did illuminate, but it definitely did. And it has high scores here. I have no idea if it actually retains the high scores. And the screen, again, I'm not sure how it comes across on the camera here, but the screens that Super Impulse uses has always been a very high quality as far as visually. There's no like weird artifact thing. It's very sharp, but it is a small screen. It's a tiny arcade. So let's see if we get a game going here. I'll put this down. Hopefully the angle will be okay. If not, I'll adjust the camera in a second. Let's see here. I think that might be okay. So it gives you some information about everything, but I'm going to start a game here. So this button obviously starts the game. And man, that is small. Woo! Oh! Well, it's hard to play through a camera over here, but the sound is pretty good. I mean, it's not 100% accurate, but it's definitely good enough. Not that BurgerTime had any crazy sounds. I tried to pepper, but I guess I did not pepper quick enough. Let's see which that is the pepper. Okay, so this button's pepper. The first button starts your game. Second button's your pepper. Uh-oh. Oh, I ran into him. We'll play a game again. Being a tiny arcade, as far away as I am from the screen, it's hard to see. Ah, got you that time. Now, it is an 8-way joystick. It's not a 4-way joystick. But these joysticks do work very, very well. And it seems to be very responsive when I do go through the directions. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. I think that was my last guy. So close. It was my last guy. I'm going to do it one more time. Again, let's see if, no, I'm going to put my name in here. And let's see if it retains that information. A little power cycle later. Oh my God, I can't even tell if that's the right letter. I think it is. It is a tiny arcade. Okay, so I got my score in there. So we'll try shutting it off later. I'm not sure if it's going to retain it. I doubt it. But it's got the score in there right now. So let's try it one more time. So the first button here is going to be a start. So game ready. And again, with the Super Impulses, they're generally not the actual arcade ROM, but a good recreation of it. But their patterns seem to be fairly good so far. And BurgerTime was always a hard game to begin with. Again, the joystick is definitely very good. Again, it's an 8-way stick, not a 4-way. But it's very responsive to my inputs. BurgerTime is notorious. If you don't have a proper joystick, it'll be very difficult to play. Uh-oh. I knew I wasn't going to make that, but I thought I'd try. I could actually see that death coming. Uh-oh. I'm just going to pepper these guys to get through a level. Finish the level. And again, the music is close. I'm not sure if it's a small speaker, just a little bit off, but not horribly so. Again, BurgerTime was never known for high-quality music. Oh! Well, I'm definitely going to say, so far, the game is very entertaining. It's just as challenging as the original one was. But the gameplay seems to be pretty accurate. The AI in here seems also pretty accurate to the arcade. It's kicking my butt, which is something it always did. Oh, I'm God. All right, we got one guy left here to try this, I think. Oh, come on. I peppered him. Game over. Well, I'm going to give you some final thoughts on this little Super Impulse Tiny Arcade right now. I'm not even going to go anywhere else. Oh, I forgot to... Look, let's turn this thing off. I'm going to turn it off and see if it keeps that score first. Hold on a second. Don't want to forget about that. It does not. Okay, so we'll keep the score when you're playing the game, but as soon as you turn it off, you're going to lose it. But I didn't expect anything more after that.
Okay, guys, I'm going to add a little snippet here because of doing my recording on this new setup. The sound was not working too well for this little tiny arcade, so I want you to be able to hear it. So I'm going to play another round here where you can actually hear this. Okay, so here we go. Let's turn this thing back on and get into the game so you can hear the sounds. Still not playing any better. Hopefully you can hear the sounds. They're fairly accurate. There's a couple spots that are different, like when the hamburger goes down or the hamburger bun. I keep getting killed. Let's see if I can get that sound in here. That guy, you got 5 lives. That's another thing that's different. In the arcade, you would have had 3 lives, and here they're giving you 5 lives. Oh, it's that little guy down there. But hopefully you get an idea of how this sounds. The music sounds pretty good. And the only thing I noticed that's really different is when the hamburger bun goes down. And the pepper sounds a little bit different as well. But overall, still a very solid title for the Super Impulse Tiny Arcade. Again, sorry about the audio. Hopefully you want to do my Mappy video. We won't have those kind of problems.
But I got to say that this is definitely, if you like BurgerTime or a fun little arcade game, the gameplay is definitely there. The game is hard regardless. BurgerTime's a hard game, but the joystick, even though it's an 8-way joystick, works very well as a 4-way. Again, you have 2 buttons. The one on your left is going to start your game. The one on the right is going to be your pepper. It's just, again, the screen's so small. I'm so far away from it back here. It's hard to see how far that pepper spray did. Apparently, I was peppering too soon. It kept getting killed. But, you know, the gameplay's there. The music in BurgerTime was never fantastic. It was very tinny regardless. So these small speakers are working well for that. Some of the sound effects are just a little bit off. Again, unless you really knew the arcade well, I probably don't think you would notice. But you're not going to get high-quality sound out of these anyway. But, again, Super Impulse, the Tiny Arcade line, has done very, very good. It plays very well. The controls were very good. And the AI, most importantly, BurgerTime was a very challenging game. And one of the complaints they had in 2 of their other machines with the Rally X and their new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was that the AI was just really, really too basic, too lacking, didn't really offer much of a challenge. But it's good to see that looks like they did a pretty good job trying to recreate how vicious the hot dog, the egg, and I never got to the pickles, but they're there too. They definitely come after you, and they definitely make the game a challenge. Again, when you're playing this, you can have it a lot closer to your face. So it's going to be more like, you know, up here versus how far I have it away here, which is almost, I can't get on my camera there. I'm pretty far away like that. So it's definitely hard to see in my old eyes anyway. But if you did pick this up, especially with the 1288, again, that's what gets me is that Walmart can get these so inexpensively. And for $12.88, this thing is an absolute bargain. And even at $20, this wouldn't be too bad because it's a fun game. You'll definitely go back and play this one again and again. So Super Impulse, I think it did a very nice job with your little BurgerTime Super Impulse Tiny Arcade. So what do you guys think? Do you guys have this yet? Have you been playing it? Do you want to pick it up? leave me some comments down below. And again, let me know how this this type of video works for you guys. If you do like me doing it in this fashion or like it my old way. In any case, I do thank you all for watching this episode of Glen's Retro Show. If you did like it, please give a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, leave a thumbs down. Let me know what you do like and don't like. And share it with your friends. I really do appreciate it. So thank you all for watching. Remember, no matter what you do or how you do it, just remember to game on.
At the Tiny Arcade fan page. Remember, don't admire people too much. They'll disappoint you.
Sit, Blue Blue, sit. Good dog.